Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
I mean, they become like members of a family, so you're splitting up a family here. So that on top of the loss of jobs and the loss of convenience for family who now have to travel further distances to see their loved ones.
Plenty of emotion in Twin Valley, Minnesota tonight, where people wanted answers regarding the closing of the Twin Valley Living Center.
In a letter from the center, the closure is due to the lack of finances and extensive debt. When our Valley News Live reporter asked how the debt became so severe, no answers were given. There was also no comment to rumors of embezzlement, but we do know an investigation is underway. Mike Jacobson says moving his mother, who has called the Living Center her home for 4 years, is heartbreaking.
To have a 90-and-a-half-year-old mother with dementia having to move to another town, statistics show that, not everybody does well moving to another community, another facility, when you got a caring staff here that has took such good care of her, and now you got to move to another town.
30 of the 33 people have already found new care, and the goal is to find all housing before the third week of November when the center is closed. A job fair is set to help address the lost jobs. The center is not for sale at this time, and residents were told that there's no other option but to close.
The mayor says the entire community needs to band together to conquer the issue and move forward.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there are many reputable charities supporting research. But the Better Business Bureau is warning you to be wary of some organizations that try to scam you.
Valley News Team's Joseph Ojo spoke with a representative from the BVB on ways to not fall victim to a charity scam this month.
Scams around charitable giving come perennially.
Scammers back out to get your hard-earned cash, but this time in the form of donations and fundraising events built around National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
The first thing we advise consumers to do is to check on the legitimacy of any charity before they donate.
The Better Business Bureau has a tried and secured website, gift.org, where you can read and check on the standards and legitimacy of charities.
We don't advise going through individuals to donate money or supplies or anything along that line, because you don't know for sure that it's getting to the intended recipient.
As a donor, you want to always take your time to research a charity before you give out your pennies.
Just know that scammers take advantage of emotional moments. That's when they strike. They always want you to act. They always develop this sense of urgency to get you to respond right now.
To protect yourself, the BBB recommends finding out what percentage is being donated, which charity organization it's being donated to, and a breakdown of the intended purpose of the funds. If you're worried that you lost money to a scam, report it to the BBB and your local law enforcement. Gemtrude also says there might even be a way to get your money back.
But the only way to do that is to act quickly, especially if you were wiring money or moving funds from a bank account to another individual's account.
In Fargo, Joseph Ojo, Valley News Live.
For more information and links, head to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story.
Rain, wind, snow for some. It's been quite a day in the weather department. Hutch, a little initiation into winter, you might say.
It sure feels cold out there with a wind chill. Northwest winds tonight now are causing temperatures to plummet. We saw peak gusts over 40 miles per hour in both Grand Forks and Fargo. Look at Sisseton, 63 mile per hour peak wind gusts today. We still have a fair amount of clouds over Minnesota, but it's starting to clear out to the west. That trend will continue as temperatures are on their way into the 20s and low 30s. It looks like our gusty winds will be tapering off through the overnight, clear skies and 20s for most to start our Thursday. Thursday quiet, but not the case Thursday night into Friday. Accumulating snow in the valley. I'll have details on where and how much in a moment.
Didn't care for that background picture you had there.
Trying to dress up the weather center a little bit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Moorhead police need your help finding a missing 16-year-old. Police say they believe Morgan Cooley is currently in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Anyone who knows his whereabouts or sees him can call Red River Regional Dispatch at this phone number, 451-7660.
Some parents in Dilworth say they're scared. The story came to us through our whistleblower hotline surrounding an incident during a fire drill at school earlier this week. 10 children were not in school today because their parents were so concerned about threats. Parents received an email from the school district saying that during a recent fire drill, there was an incident where students felt threatened by someone who lives close to the school. The kids typically gather across the street during these drills. The superintendent told us a woman who lives nearby had a gun in her possession.
What if my next phone call from the school is, oh, there's an active shooter at the school?
You know, I was scared before, but now I'm really scared. Just for the fact that, you know, to sit there and show kids, yeah, I got a gun and I'll use it if you step on my lawn, yeah, that's scary.
The superintendent tells us they will be moving the gathering zone to a different location to avoid the woman living near the school. The neighbor in question has posted threats on Facebook, telling people to stay off her property. Police tell us they can't do much because technically she isn't doing anything illegal. The superintendent also says they'll continue to work with law enforcement to make sure that all students are safe.
Millions of cell phones and smartwatches across the U.S. received a text from the Federal Emergency Management Agency today. It was an alert that's helping to assess how ready the United States is for a message that would need to reach Americans nationwide, such as a terror attack or widespread disaster. Most students we talked with over at MSUM were not ready for the test, but say they think alerts like this are smart to do if used properly. The FCC said it does not collect data based on the test, though it will ask cell service providers for feedback about how the test went.
A local businessman is on a mission to give young people an option on the weekends besides drugs or alcohol. Daniel Stone owns the downtown nutrition shop 623 and recently decided to host a dance party as the alternative.
It wasn't intended to be younger people in the beginning. It just so happened that when I threw my first one, it was almost all high school kids. And I was like, shoot, this is actually becoming a space where they can come and have fun without having to, do drugs or alcohol. Because there's really not a safe space like that for kids to come and have fun.
Stone adds that the last two events were so successful that the dance party this weekend is at the Avalon Center, adding that there will be professional security as well as bag and bottle checks at the door. Stone says the event starts at 10 p.m. Saturday night. It's open to all ages with a $10 fee at the door.
North Dakotans are not ready for recreational marijuana, according to the latest polling by Valley News Live. It's measure number 3 on the upcoming November ballot. Our survey, which was conducted by Strategic Research Associates of Austin, Texas, shows that almost 59% are against recreational pot, 30% support it, and 11% are undecided. If approved, Measure 3 would provide for the automatic removal of past marijuana convictions from criminal records in the state.
Another constitutional measure is number 1 on the ballot. Our polling found that 41% support establishing an ethics commission, which would ban foreign political contributions and enacts provisions relating to the lobbying and conflicts of interest. 28% are against it, and a large number, 31%, still undecided.
An overwhelming percentage support measure number 2, which amends the North Dakota Constitution to state that only citizens are qualified to vote in federal, state, local, or school elections. Just 19% are against it.
Finally, measure number 4 is doing well among likely voters. This would provide partially personalized license plates to volunteer emergency responders that would provide free access to state parks. 56% for it, 24% against it, 19% say they're unsure.
A total of 650 likely voters were surveyed from September 17th to the 27th on both landline and cell phones. We have posted all the results from our polling, including the U.S. Senate and House races for North Dakota, on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com. The 2018 champs are getting ready to hit the ice for their first home opener. But this season, the Fargo Force aren't the only ones making improvements. Shields Arena will have a new ice bar at suite level for fans, so you won't miss any hockey action while grabbing a drink. To amplify the game, the arena has a brand new center screen along with a new sound system. Players will also be sporting new jerseys this year, and fans can buy them too. The Fargo Force are set to play Sioux Falls this weekend, with the puck dropping at 7:05 both nights. You can watch the game live on Friday on MeTV. The Valley News Live crew will be out at Shields Arena Saturday, handing out cowbells to the first 500 fans.
Should be loud, should be fun.
It will be.
Later on Valley News Live at 10, a team at a Mayo Clinic is testing some drugs that could be life-changing, and they could make you look younger and healthier too.
Still getting reports of a few flakes across parts of central Minnesota, while the winds are continuing to gust over 20 miles per hour for some. Well, tomorrow not so bad, but accumulating snow on Friday. Details next.